Well then, I guess we're doing this again. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium, and today I have another Terraria challenge video for all of you. My settings are still broken from last time actually, so I'm gonna have to reset that real quick, so just give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. So today we're going to be doing another challenge video. As you know, my recent video, well, some of you will know, and a lot of new people will, because the video blew up. The new video got a lot of attention, and people really seem to like it. So what I'm going to do is introduce a modded twist into that series. I know it's already a modded, but you'll see what I mean shortly. Because this is the Calamity mod. This is an amazing mod I absolutely love playing, and I just really cannot wait to get into it. It's going to be a really difficult series. I will be playing on Revengeance to add some spice, but not all the way. And yeah, overall this is just going to be very interesting. Additionally, unlike the other 2 episodes so far, this video will be split into 2 unique videos, because the Calamity mod, the mod I'm going to be using for this series, is so long and there's so much to it that I think it's worth putting it into a 2-parter, and just allowing more content, if that makes sense. But that's just my perspective on it. Anyways, we're just going to be playing the game like normal, getting through the best bits, and just looking for an underground ice cave so we can grab some really easy loot very quickly. As always, it does seem that a bunch of basic looting is in order. This part of the game is kind of dull but mandatory because I won't be able to kill any bosses as I am now. So basic mobility items and good weapons and just anything valuable will be really nice to receive. Okay, there we go. We've been lucky enough to have received our first life crystal. Life crystals are going to be invaluable in this playthrough because if you haven't played Calamity before, everything hits like a truck, and especially in Revengeance mode, which is the difficulty I'm going to be running throughout this entire series pretty much. Also, another very cool rule that's going to have quite a significant impact. I've said already that bosses are going to give a 0.5 times speed multiplier. In terms of my weapon speed, it's going to increase. But mini bosses are going to increase it by 0.1 times. So for example, if I kill a Synedrian, it's going to go from 1 to 1.1 times. And that's just, again, to make like mini bosses a little bit more worthwhile in terms of hunting out. And overall, it's just going to be very important. Alright, gold pickaxe. We got a lazy one, of course, but that is okay. Now let's make ourselves a silver bow, and boom. Now we're in a slightly better spot than before. I've just realised something pretty damn awesome. I can pretty much make the crystalline. All I need is some wolfram daggers, which I can make. There we go, we've got the 50 of those. Because I found diamonds pretty much instantly in that cave, we've got that, and all we need now is a couple of fallen stars, and boom, then we can have the crystalline. And that weapon, I'm guessing, is going to be absolutely amazing down the line. So, especially with like the 2 times speed multiplier I'll get soon. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Ooh, my lord, gravitation potions and a snowball cannon. Oh my god, well, in all honesty, I couldn't really see this going much better than this. This is incredible. Hey, there we go, that's the stars required for the crystalline. Okay, now it's time to do this. Let's just go back to base, and boom, crystalline. This thing, if I remember, is absolutely incredible. So that's definitely going in my main loadout, and there we go. I guess I should start looking at finding a couple more gems, and then fighting my first boss now. And oh my god, we got diamonds first time, so that means diamond hook is inbound. Now all I could really want is a shiny red balloon, and then we've gotten absolutely everything I could desire from this event. The planetoids in Calamity always hold so much loot, whether it's different like ores, different life crystals, different gems, or just other unique things in general, and all of it's worth looting for sure. Alright, first legitimate Sky Island has been located. As always, we pray for shiny red balloons, and we shall receive. That's awesome. I think it's also important to note that this early on, I'm going to be playing with Defiled Rune, which is an item that increases drop chances, but wings don't work, and that doesn't really affect you at all in pre-hard mode, just because, you know, you're never using wings this early anyway, so I'm just going to have it on for the sake of maybe getting some rare items. Okay, this is coming along very well. Let's just make ourselves this diamond hook straight off the bat. I absolutely adore having this thing, and in Calamity it tells you how good it is. So I guess let's use our next gravitation potion, and let's go to the left. Okay, next Sky Island. Lucky Horseshoe would be nice, and thank you, game. I promise you this is not streamer loot. This is just me exploring a lot and getting good rewards from it. Okay, we've come out with 300 HP on that one, which is not a bad first turnout at all. I really don't know what to do here, so I guess I should just start shooting for the Desert Scourge. That seems like a fun fight to do. And it's a very easy way of getting ourselves a multiplier. Actually, on second thoughts, I think we get our first power up when we fight King Slime. I'm just going to, no, yeah, King Slime, I'm dumb, but there we go. I've got the slime crown. Let's just start this fight and give it a go. It shouldn't be too difficult, although Revengeance King Slime can be difficult actually. I just need to be slightly cautious with it, and then we'll be more than capable of doing this battle. Okay, we're going to be increasing this to 1.3 roughly. 1.35 is the closest we can get. And we always go up. I know it sounds dumb, but we need as many advantages as we can get in this playthrough. Alright, screw it, let's do this. This is probably a bad idea to do it like this, but... Right, it's nice to see the bosses when they aren't absolutely massive, in all honesty. That's all I'm really happy about. I swear this boss is smaller than I remember. I'll have to check, but this is 100% the right size for the boss. So that's kind of confusing. Maybe I'm just being dumb, but yeah, I definitely remember the boss being a bit chunkier than this. Okay, here we go. Adrenaline will help us do loads of damage. That just did 15% in one go, and that did 130 damage in a single hit there, which is kind of crazy, but again, we should be okay at this stage, and there we go. Extra attack speed, extra stuff, and that was cool. Okay, we made it, boys. We made it to the sunken sea. And these blocks take a very long time to mine, but at least we can break them technically. So let's just continue destroying everything. This thing does do a lot of damage, and I need to equip my ocean crust, because this gives me unlimited water breathing down here. That's the only real plus for it. Okay, we do in fact have a giant clam spawn. This is actually a very difficult fight, potentially, so I do need to be careful with it. He teleports around, slamming down, and the fight also gets harder in hard mode, but that'll still count as one boss, so we won't get another bonus for it, if that makes sense. Okay, he's on the cusps now. Let's just spam him a little bit more. Let's do this, and he should just die. There we go. Immedius sells some really good stuff, so the shell shooter I'm going to imagine is okay now. I'm going to buy myself the sand dollar a couple times, and I don't actually think I need anything else. I'll grab the trident just in case, and I'll also pick up all of this loot, obviously. This may sound dumb to some of you, but I've decided I want to do an early Skeletron. So here we are. I'm going to make an early arena, and with this thing I reckon we have more than enough DPS to beat the boss, as well as that homing capabilities are going to be really nice. So I'm going to finish and get back to you. This last stand, by the way, very stressful. If you mess up once, then you die. And the boss does his barrages so much quicker. And overall, it's just super hard to keep up with. So my recommendation, have more health than this and have a dash. Because a grappling hook is technically enough, but only just. Okay, 3%. No, I nearly died at the last second, and there we go. Okay. Well, that was something. From that, we get the Bone Glove, nothing special, and a Book of Skulls, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't even get changed, but that's okay. We have access to the dungeon, but we also have the ability to increase our speed by 0.3%. So we're going up to 2.1 times speed now. Okay, let's give this a go. Perforator is here, and there's still a bunch of enemies, unfortunately. They just would not stop spawning like assholes, so we're having a go of it. And hopefully this thing is good enough to take down this boss. It's a hard fight for sure, but it's not one that I struggle with a lot, just because the amount I've done it, really. The regeneration from the potion and the campfires should help make up for any mistakes I make throughout the battle, however. So we should be golden, as long as the worms don't give me too much of a hassle. Okay, he's nearly dead. This one is the easiest of the worms, but it's nice to take him out regardless. And now we can get back to our pattern of dashing up and down. And hopefully we can get into the hardest worm very quickly. Alright, the final worm is inbound. Let's destroy him. And oh god, this is not doing anywhere near as much damage as I thought it would, but that's okay. Not the best start to this phase, not gonna lie, because wow, well this is fun. This is probably not going to go that well then, judging by this, but we can but pray, I guess. Okay, I barely scraped that phase, holy Jesus. But now we can just obliterate the remaining perforator, and oh my god, that was way too close. Now we have the ability to unlock area lights. We have an extra 0.3 times attack speed, which is going to be really helpful. And oh my lord, that was way closer than it should have been. Alright, here we go. Alright, Brain of Cthulhu is spawning in. And there we go. Alright, he's in. We need to get up as fast as possible. Now we can relax for a second. Okay, we're about to spawn in. Let's main the Immediatus, try them once more actually. Let's try this thing. Just see how it does, the Eviscerator. Okay. Well, it's not good for this fight, but I could see what kind of fights it would be good for, if that makes sense. Just because it does a lot of damage, no pierce, and yeah, this is a slime god weapon if I've ever seen one. Okay, here we go, this is getting a little bit feisty. But again, the Immediatus Trident is keeping the boss at bay very well. I really don't see why this fight would ever be difficult. I'm going to use the hotbar to help me win this. And something's happening. Oh lord, I'm not good at this fight really. So let's just keep decimating him with adrenaline and pray that we can out DPS him really. Yeah, this shouldn't really be too hard from here. I'm just going to switch to this thing just to get some extra damage down. Again, it's not the best to use, but in situations like this thing's going to really shine. And there we go. Okay, well I guess there's no time like the present to do Slime God. Let's do these. And what did I put my spawners? Boom, there we go. Alright, let's do this. We are not prepared for this fight, but then again, ill prepared is my name, so we should be okay. Let's use this thing a little bit. And yeah, let's just see. I really wish I had more musket balls, because we've only got the 80 shots and then we're out of ammo completely. But I think we'll be okay, because we've got a wide variety of good weapons. That was a dumb thing to do, because he might kill us in a matter of moments, but at the same time, there's a chance. There's definitely a chance. Okay, the boss is so close to dying now, but it's going to get really intense really quickly. I'm just going to spam crystallines because I really don't know how I'm going to deal with this phase. Adrenaline. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. This might be it. He's so unpredictable and fast. So this could very, very easily be a rip, especially with no dash. It's kind of difficult in the way that Duke Fishron's difficult now. It's pretty much like that, but just earlier. And even more stressful somehow, so let's just keep spinning around the boss. 2% is not that far, so literally we should be able to do this in a matter of moments. And oh god, he's so quick at this stage. They've definitely revamped the Slime God AI, and I kind of like it, not gonna lie. But there we go. Oh my lord, that was a great fight. And now it's time to pick this up. Okay guys, now we need to go for a stage of clearing up bosses that we haven't done yet. So first of all, I wanted to do Crabulon. It's a very simple fight technically, so I'm just going to use the Eviscerator and just sprint. Crabulon seems a lot faster than I remember, however, which is interesting. And I will need to be careful for this battle now, just in case, you know, you never know when bosses can mount you a challenge. I love this fight though. Honestly, oh god. It's such a cool fight. Sorry for the coughing, I do not have corona, so don't you worry. But yeah, it's a very interesting battle, one that's not too difficult. Especially with this weapon, because you know it's OP as hell. But regardless, it's a cool fight to do all the time. And it's pretty much done already. Okay, boom, what do we get? Okay, so We got the fungicide, and oh my lord. Okay, this might actually be very good, surprisingly. The mushroom plasma root's good. The fungal clump's gonna be a pretty nice accessory. I'll put on instead of the immediate spark, and yeah, I'm gonna be using this for sure. I want to use this for maybe the Eye of Cthulhu, which I'm gonna do now. Alright, let's give this a go. Alright, so let's just start spamming, and oh my lord, this thing is powerful. I think it might actually be better than the Eviscerator. Yeah, this is really good. I actually don't know what to think, because this is so powerful. As well as that, we are halfway down officially now, so the boss AI is about to get crazy, I think. Again, I don't play Revengeance much. I either play Expert Mode or Death, so I might actually struggle in some of these fights a little bit. Just because some of these mechanics are kind of hard to adjust to, if that makes sense. But I should be okay regardless, at least in the long run. Let's switch to the Eviscerator for a second. This thing's almost impossible to hit shots with, but it's so quick now. Normally this thing's pretty much unusable, but I'm happy to say it has its utilities in this playthrough and this playthrough only. And there we go. Shield of Cthulhu, here we come. Okay, the boss is nearly dead. And oh god, okay, that was actually a difficult fight. I've never fought that on Revengeance, I don't think, because that felt very alien to me. Well, that or I just haven't played Calamity in a long time. It's one or the other. Okay, let's give this fight a go, and this is not a good start because enemies are spawning. Oh god, okay, this is going to be interesting. I don't really know what to do from here, but let's just see. And those projectiles are tiny compared to what I'm used to with playing other playthroughs. Because obviously I've been doing a lot of like Sizenator modded playthroughs, so those beams seem absolutely tiny to me for some reason. Okay, let's focus on the eyes. Obviously our weapon's going to do a lot more damage to the eyes. And let's just keep running, actually. Yeah, this is working fine. Okay, let's just dash towards the boss again. This is a kind of dogfight, so I might just leave it sped up so you guys can see what we're doing. Okay, adrenaline, let's get some big damage down. Oh my lord, this is doing so much, but I mean the fight's nearly over at this stage. So we're at 11%, 10%, 9, 8, and well, I'm not actually that surprised because I knew for a fact this was going to be an easy battle just because of my experience with speedy weapons and how we did last time as well. That was a pretty big indicator on how we do. But we have done it. That was absolutely amazing, really fun to do. And we are now officially in hard mode, so I'm going to progress a little bit more, and then we can look off at rounding this first episode. Ooh, we got a blast barrel, which is now very, very overpowered by the looks of things. We also got the steampunk, which is really nice, and oh my god, we've got another clockwork assault rifle. That's obviously going to be an amazing weapon, but I don't actually know how useful it's going to be, and I'm kind of excited to use this over anything else. Ooh, we got a Shadow Flame bow, but we also got the Burning Strife. Oh my god, this is a cool rogue weapon. Holy Jesus. Oh my god, this thing is strong. Holy Jesus. Okay, I did not expect it to be that good, but okay, yeah, this is just insane. I'm honestly down for doing the boss enraged if it means I get more space. So here's the boss. I haven't done it in a while, so this might be kind of rough, but at the same time, our damage seems more than good enough. Holy god, okay, well, this is more than I expected actually, so that's pretty nice. I've been hit though, and oh god, yeah, this is not looking too hot, honestly. I don't know, I've never been good at this fight for some reason. I guess I'm just gonna time-lapse it and see. Oh my god, we did it. Okay. That fight took about half an hour and about 8 attempts, I think. That was really annoying. Because it's not difficult, but it's just long. Okay, so I didn't really get anything I can use, because these are alright, but still not the best things in the world. And now it's time to move on to another boss. Oh my lord, we got the Daedalus Stormboy. And, whoa, okay, well, this is interesting. This is going to be pretty good for the Aquatic Scourge, I think. It might just about be good enough for a boss, basically. Okay, let's go. It's Aquatic Scourge time. I'm pretty sure my weapon of choice is going to be this. So let's just go, and let's just get up here, because I'd rather do the fight up here, honestly. Okay, this should be relatively quick, just because of the sheer damage output of the Daedalus Stormbow. But it's not exactly a free fight. I will need to dodge, and I will need to do my own stuff. It's just going to be slightly difficult. Alright, so if we drop down, yeah, the DPS is absolutely insane. This is a good little fight to do, though, and it's very, very fun, so just being careful with it is all I need to do, and it's pretty much a guaranteed win. Okay, 5%, and by the looks of it, we are done. There we go. Well, that was good fun, but now we've got a second phase of the Sulphurous Sea to deal with. Events don't count for anything, by the way, in terms of attack speed, but I'm glad we can get another little upgrade soon. Okay, it's time to increase our speed from 4.2. I may have missed a couple, I've completely forgotten, but regardless, it's not going to be a bad thing. And it's time for a mechanical boss. So I reckon the first one I'm going to do is the twins. I'm going to be doing it with the Daedalus, because I love this thing. And overall, it's just a fun way of doing the fight, so just being careful should grant me an easy enough win. So yeah, this is good fun. Doing this is a very good tip in my opinion, but you know, this is going to be slightly difficult just because I haven't done Revengeance Twins in a while. But at the same time, it shouldn't cause too many issues, as long as I'm slightly careful. And there we go. Alright, the fight is over, and that was a really good battle to do. I always love doing that fight in Revengeance, it's just so rewarding. There we go with our stuff. My inventory is really full, so give me a second. Right, next boss is going to be the Destroyer. This is going to be an interesting one, but it again shouldn't be too difficult, especially with this insane Daedalus. And by the way, whilst I'm doing this fight, I just want to explain something. The mechanical bosses are a bit weird in terms of this challenge. So rather than increasing my weapon speed by 0.3 times per every boss, instead I'm going to be increasing it by 0.5 times after all three are defeated. That's going to be the same for the Sentinels of the Scourge much later on in this, which are the bosses before the Devourer of Gods. Just because I feel like that's a very good way of progressing it without making my attack speed too high, if that makes sense. It's just a little bit more fair that way. Okay, this very intense battle's coming to an end now. This was actually much closer than I would have liked. But, you know, well, what can you do? And there we go. I honestly don't really know what to think of that, because in truth I did understand, well, I did understand how hard that fight was, but that was a lot more difficult than it should have been. So I'm really wondering how far I can actually get in this challenge before it becomes impossible. Alright, it's Skeletron Prime time! Again, I don't really know what to expect, so I'm going to use this thing for this fight. It's probably the most broken weapon I have to use, because of the sheer DPS, but oh god, this might be a tiny bit difficult. Oh god, it decimates the hands though, in all fairness, so that's something I cling on to. Well, he's nearly dead, if that means anything. And there we go. Jesus, that was way too close. Well done. Those fights were fun, but I'm not so excited for the next battle, which is Calamitous. This is one I struggle with a lot, and since they've nerfed the Abaddon, it's going to be even harder because the Brimstone Flames debuff is still a thing. It's just not as potent. So, dodging is going to be mandatory. The Baronautical is going to be my weapon of choice. Even with this crappy Reforge, I'm just going to try and locate the Goblin Tinker as well. And then we can hop into it. Okay, in truth, this fight was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought this would be the bane of the run, but this is first try. I pretty much did nothing spectacular with vanilla buffs, and we did it. We've got a broken hero sword and a treasure bag, which is cool. We could actually go for a Terror Blade if it was good, but unfortunately it's not yet, and I don't know what we got. And there we go. Well done. That was actually a lot more difficult than I intended and expected. But at the same time, it was good fun as always. So there we go. We've got a bunch of stuff there, which is really cool. I believe we can get perennial now in our world. In the treasure bag, we got the axe, which is absolutely insane. That's a 1 in 200 drop chance, as far as I understand. I'm going to get rid of the blizzard and the bottlers. I just have no use for it at this stage. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. I'm just going to put that here for now, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty damn cool. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so first mission is just obliterating the hands, which should be easy enough. Those are way faster than I remember, but okay. Let's just take our time with this then, I guess. That was so rapid, but it's okay at the same time. Now we can just dash around, annihilate their head, and hopefully we'll be okay. So yeah, this is doing great damage. I really wonder what 10 times is going to be like in this mod, because I am taking a lot of damage already, but at the same time it's being counterbalanced because of how quickly I'm ending the battles. Like, I think I've got less than 5 hours of playtime so far, which is again pretty damn good. Okay, let's focus the head. Just getting rid of it is going to be helpful. I also like how they've left the head a little bit more free. In Revengeance, in Death Mode, is always this very static, monotonous movement. But, you know, here it's slightly more manageable. Still, though, I should have definitely built something of an arena, I think, as this final stand is going to be horrendous. So, alright, so I believe the golem can actually jump incredibly high. That was correct. This is going to be a close one. So let's grapple to the wall, go back on ourselves, pray that he doesn't step on us, and yeah, we should be okay, I think. Okay, boom, 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 and he's dead. Nice, we get our guaranteed pixel, and yeah, that was a really good little fun fight to do. Okay guys, now we have a bunch of miscellaneous bosses, since I kind of did golems slightly earlier than I should have. So we've got bosses like the Leviathan, Ostrom Warriors, the Plaguebringer Goliath, and the Ravager, who I'm going to do first. These fights are all very difficult, and they are supposed to be done in a certain order, but at the same time I just want to do them this way because it's the way I find easiest. So yeah, these fights are really cool. I absolutely adore the Ravager for a start, so it's going to be interesting to say the least, but hopefully we can do it without too much hassle. Okay guys, this was definitely a struggle, but I feel like we could definitely have it this attempt. Okay, there we go. Okay, we did die, but that's alright. We got the treasure bag and we did do the boss, but that was ridiculously difficult. I really do forget how hard that fight is, and with 360 life and no defense pretty much, you literally can take 2 hits from the boss and then you die. So I'm going to teleport over to the dungeon and then we can figure out what to do next. And as well as that, I'm going to give myself the next speed boost. So we're going up to 5.6% speed now. Oh my lord, that was a lot closer than I would have liked, honestly. Oh my god, yeah, that fight's just as difficult as I remember, but it does drop a really cool amount of different weapons, like the Aurora Blaster, which I can't use because I have no gel, but we move. The Staff of Earth is useless, so we can pick this up. Unfortunately, magic weapons just don't work. I really don't know why, it's just unfortunate, but what can you really do? Let's see, Stardust is useful, the Nebulash is unfortunately the same as well. Weapons like that don't really work, unfortunately, and I really wish they did. That kind of works, but not well. The Starlight Fuel Cell's kind of nice, so it's looking like we're getting no weapons from this fight, unfortunately. But again, that's not too much of a big deal. The next boss we've got to do is Duke Fishron, and I also forgot I need to increase my attack speed by another 0.3%. So it's looking like by the time we defeat the Moonlord, we're going to be coming up to our maximum attack speed, which is nice. However, I don't know how difficult this fight's going to be, as I never do it in Revengeance. Seems fairly standard, although I'm stupid, so that's going to make this fight maybe a tiny bit harder. Oh my lord, that was ridiculous. The pattern's different in Calamity, I didn't even realise, so that was harder than it had to be. But we got Fishron Wings in our first treasure bag again, thank you game. So this is going to be a pretty significant upgrade to our Soul of Cryogen now. We're going to be so much quicker, and maybe I should farm it out for a Tsunami, I don't really know. Okay, I guess we should just start the, what's it called, Lunatic Cultist, because, why the heck not? It wouldn't give me the Tsunami after like 8 Duke Fishron fights, so we're just going to be continuing using the Chlorophyte Shotbow. The Phantasm does not work with this mod unfortunately, neither does the Vortex Beater for some reason. But some weapons just seem to be anomalies for some reason, and yeah, I just don't really know why. And that should be the fight. Okay, yes, we just about did it. The Eidolon Staff is a magic weapon, so I'm guessing, yep, it doesn't work. Woo. However, we can fight Arstrom Dias now, which is, you know, something to say the least. I don't really know how worth it's going to be. But I reckon the final stopping point for this video is going to be the Moonlord. I'll see from there. But, you know, I'll just have to edit that and then go back, I guess. Okay, in a desperate attempt to make some upgrades, I lost the Arstrom Dias fight, but I need a Tsunami, and, well, we got one. Okay, I'll take a Superior Tsunami, and yeah, this is as OP as I remember. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? That fight broke my game, and I absolutely hate that fight. Probably my least favourite one so far. But as a reward, we get the Star Splitter, and okay, thank god there's something to look forward to. The Star Fall is unfortunately useless again. I don't really know what that does, but that's cool. The Angry Bulwark is probably a cool item to have, but this is all I'm really interested in for the time being, so I'll definitely take that. On that note, however, I feel like I'm actually going to end this video here. I know that sounds very cheap because we're about to do the Moonlord, but it'll be a really good segment into the end game in my opinion, so that'll be really good fun to do. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I will see all of you in the next one. Peace out, guys.